Alright, gang, welcome back to The Walking Dead. Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2. Retribution. Check out my SMG. We're gonna go back to the reserve now. Alright, so we're gonna check back in with Sable, or whatever her name is. And her buddies. The rebel scum. Oh, that was super clumsy. Already burning through bandages. What a shame. Not great at this game, but I do love it to pieces. I don't think they're a threat. But I could be wrong. Real Day of the Dead vibe in here. Any George Romero fans out there?
You're back. We've been listening on the radio. Nothing but a bunch of dead air. What happened?
Well, I don't know how to use the walkie-talkie. For one.
Sorry about that. I don't have any formal training as a DJ. Turns out the tower doesn't give a shit about commanding the airwaves. They were there for a generator. Loaded it up and got away before I could stop them.
A generator? Why would they want that? We got all the power we need at the compound.
It's true. The tower doesn't use a ton of electricity. What they need, they get from solar. Generators eat up fuel, which is, like, very limited.
So, what the hell's going on
south.
here?
Looks like some plotting and scheming to me.
Fucking mama. Always one step ahead.
Damn. I was really looking forward to people hearing JB raging again. We gotta find a way to get it on air.
Don't worry. It'll get out there. We can't let this derail our plan. So, you got anything else to report, tourist?
Found a cool map. It's got some scribbles on it.
Can't be that cool. Let me see it.
There you go.
It's a tower map. I recognize the patrol routes. Looks like it lays out some exile locations in different parts of the city. Maybe they're encampments, fortifications.
Mama's not gonna tolerate a priest organizing a bunch of exiles. She's coming for them, and they gotta get ready.
Thank you, tourist. This is useful. We'll be in touch again when we figure out our next move.
Got it.
In the meantime, keep yourself safe.
Safe. Every day is a hell ride. But I like it that way.
Yeah, I like it that way. Task completed. God, I love it. Accomplishing tasks. Now I need to go to Bywater. Oh, my headset was spazzing out. I remember the way back to my little boat. This little boat, it's a direct line from your bus to the reserve, so you don't have to do all the going to the church, see the catacombs and all that nonsense. Oh God, come on. This is the boat. Okay. That was fun. Check in with that crew. Now we're going to hop in the skiffer and go to Bywater. I say that, but I'm a little turned around. Alright. Do we find anything we need to scrap? Because I like to travel light. No scraps. Very good. And we're off. To Bywater. Ah, such a fun game. Ooh, the tower, look at that. Alright folks, thanks for following me as I hack and slash and mutter my way through post-apocalyptic New Orleans. We're back at Bywater. Look at this guy.
We've been staring at that door for hours hoping you'd come through it. Damn good to see you.
Hey.
What's the matter? The priest put you in a bad mood? He can be a pushy son of a bitch.
Sounds familiar.
Can it, Dez? What did Father Carter have to say?
Too much? That dude likes flapping his gums. Bottom line, he's down with the concept. He did have a few stipulations. He gave me a letter to give to you.
That son of a bitch. All right, put it in the drawer.
Nope, come on.
Have it his way. With the preacher bringing his exiles to the table, we will have people in every corner of this city. There's a whole lot of demand out there, tourists, and everybody in NOLA's gonna know that the Pond King always delivers.
It doesn't sound as cool as you think.
Keep quiet, Dez. I'm doing business with the tourists. You'll get your cut once the goods start flowing through here from our exile friends. With everybody still dazed from the shitstorm in Old Town and the reserve fiasco, this trade network is the perfect plan at the perfect time. Supplies have never been harder to come by.
Why the supply shortage?
Gotta think the reserve had something to do with it. Everybody had it in their heads that there was this buried treasure out there, and they all broke their necks trying to find it. Then, poof, it evaporates into thin air. And all those folks who were depending on it gotta find another way to feed themselves. Now, some people might see that as a crisis. I see it as an opportunity.
Another sign that we're all fucked.
You need to shift your attitude, kid.
I want that fourth in pain.
Everybody's got Old Town on the brain.
Yeah, well, it was a fucked up situation. Some lunatic has figured out how to keep the bells ringing for days. What's the point of that? Slaughtering a bunch of innocent people, then making it nearly impossible to ever set foot in that stretch of NOLA ever again. Chaos like that ain't just bad for business, it's bad for living. Hope Mama gets a hold of that fucker, gives them what they deserve.
I heard it was some tower guy who went rogue.
Yeah, but you know what they say, Pumpkin. Truth travels slowly. Rumors have wings.
You're like the only one alive who says stuff like that.
Cut the shit, Dez. I mean it.
Just make sure my cut is substantial, Sonny. Then we won't have a problem.
I'll tell you what I tell all my associates. I haven't operated this fine establishment for 28 years, through a fucking apocalypse even, by breaking my promises. You've got my word, and my word is good as solid gold.
It's true. He does say that to everybody.
That's enough, Des. One thing you gotta know about the exiles, they're like catfish, night feeders. So you'll need to venture out after dark to do business with them. Work that UV flashlight to find where they've set up shop. It's a whole different ballgame at night. But the exiles say it's the best time to scavenge. Less competition, lots more loot.
Huh.
Thanks for the tip, Pawn King.
You know I got your back, tourist. Listen, while you're here, I got a favor to ask you. It would help the trade network out a whole lot. Our old friend Henri, he had stuff hidden all over this town. He was like a fucking squirrel, couple of nuts here, couple of nuts there. Most of it I could care less. But he and I were in the middle of a deal for one of those stashes, and then he got himself dead. I happen to know where he hid it. You can keep whatever else you find, but the batteries, those belong to me.
You expect me to risk my ass for 9 volts?
It may seem trivial to you, I know, but the whole trade network relies on batteries to keep in touch. I know more than a few exiles who would gladly exchange their firstborn for one damn 9-volt.
Better be worth it, Sonny. My patience has limits.
Believe me, I have no intention of testing it. So it sounds like we got us a deal then. The spot ain't too far from here. An old recording studio in the French Quarter. Lots of fond memories. Henri and I used to do session gigs there. Him on slide, me on bass. We even played with Slim Dog Fortune once, if you can believe that.
Get out of here.
Recording studio, French Quarter. Anything else I need to know?
Yeah, how to get into the place. The cat who owned the recording studio was a lunatic, Martinique the Martian Driscoll. He was a bit on the paranoid side, thinking everyone was out to steal from him. Didn't trust us musician types as far as he could throw us out the front door. He was always switching the door code, sometimes every other day.
Where do I find the code?
The Martian was something of a ladies' man. Had a dalliance with a different lady every week. So he set himself up with a private suite at the Hotel Eclair. Every time he changed the door code to the studio, he'd leave it there for whoever he had coming around. You find room 212, you find the code.
Room 212. Got it.
One last thing. We're not gonna be keeping regular business hours from here on out. Security reasons. I'm sure you get it. We'll shout out on the radio when the doors are open, so stay tuned in. Good luck to you, tourists.
All right. Well, my headset's about to die, so we'll call that a video. Thanks for watching. Like